Good morning, and welcome to the hybrid hearing on women and gender equity. Will council members and staff please place all electronics devices on vibrate or silent? Testimony can be submitted to testimony@council.nyc.gov. Once again, that's testimony@council.nyc.gov. Chair, we are ready to begin.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Councilmember Tiffany Caban. My pronouns are she, her, and I am chair of the Committee on Women and Gender Equity. We are voting on 9 items today, part of the New York City Abortion Rights Act. First, this includes 4 bills. Intro 465A, sponsored by myself, a local law to amend the Administrative Code of the City of New York in relation to a report on the provision of medical services related to reproductive health care. Intro 466A, sponsored by myself, Public Advocate Jumani Williams, and Councilmember Hanif, a local law to amend the Administrative Code of the City of New York in relation to prohibiting the use of city resources to enforce abortion restrictions. Intro 475A, sponsored by Councilmembers Hanif, myself, Public Advocate Jumani Williams, and Councilmembers Lewis, Rivera, Hudson, and Farias, a local law to amend the Administrative Code of the City of New York in relation to a cause of action related to interference with reproductive or endocrine medical care. Intro 507A, sponsored by Councilmembers Rivera, Gutierrez, and Joseph, a local law to amend the Administrative Code of the City of New York in relation to requiring the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to make medication abortion available at no cost to a patient at its health clinics, as well as 5 resolutions. Resolution 195, sponsored by Councilmembers Brewer and Menon, a resolution calling upon the New York State Legislature to pass and the Governor to sign the Reproductive Freedom and Equity Program, which would establish a grant program to provide funding to New York abortion providers and nonprofit organizations to increase access to abortion care. Res 196A, sponsored by Majority Whip Brooks Powers, a resolution calling upon the New York State Legislature to pass and the Governor to sign Senate Bill 9137, Assembly Bill 10356, which would allow out-of-state physicians to provide reproductive health services in this state while awaiting full licensure. Res 197, sponsored by myself and Councilmember Velasquez, Public Advocate Jumani Williams, and Councilmember Crystal Hudson, a resolution declaring New York City a safe city for all those in need of abortion-related care. Res number 200, sponsored by Councilmember Menon, a resolution declaring January 22nd, 2023 as Roe v. Wade Day in the City of New York to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the landmark United States Supreme Court decision. And Res number 245, sponsored by Public Advocate Jumani Williams, calling on the United States Senate to pass and the President to sign the Women's Health Protection Act. I'd like to recognize all present council members for the record, committee members, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Gennaro, Councilmember Stevens and Riley, as well as we have Councilmember Hanif in attendance. And with that, I am going to pass it to sponsoring council members who would like to provide remarks, and we'll start with Councilmember Hanif.
Thank you so much. I'm Councilmember Shahana Hanif. I represent the 39th District in Brooklyn. Thank you to the Committee on Women and Gender Equity and to Chair Tiffany Caban for holding this hearing and for bringing my bill, Intro 475A, up for a vote this morning. I want to express gratitude to the co-prime sponsors who introduced this bill. Alongside me, Chair Caban, Public Advocate Williams, Council members Lewis, Rivera, Hudson, and Farias. I also want to thank a majority of council members, including Speaker Adams, for signing on as sponsors. As we know, the Dobbs decision will result in severe restrictions or outright bans on abortion in states governed by far-right extremists. This means that many people seeking abortions will be traveling to New York City, given our strong protections around reproductive rights. However, despite support from the city, these folks are vulnerable to being subject to civil suits for accessing care that is legal in New York City, but illegal in their home state or municipality. For example, an abusive partner or the executive director of a quote-unquote pro-life group could sue someone from, say, Missouri, who comes to the city to receive an abortion. Intro 475A addresses this issue by first establishing these suits as interference with medical care, an appropriate designation given that these suits intimidate and dissuade people from obtaining care that is legal in our city. Notably, this would also apply to trans-affirming endocrine care in addition to reproductive care. Second, it establishes a right to private action around interferences with medical care, allowing people to countersue under New York City law. If the countersuit prevails, the plaintiff shall be awarded $10,000 in damages and may also be awarded cost of litigation. If passed, this bill would cement New York City as a sanctuary for abortion rights. It would be a statement to people saying, our doors are open, we will provide you with the care you choose, and we will do everything we can to protect you from those who try to get in your way. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on Intro 475A. I also support all of the other legislation on today's agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I'm going to pass it over to Councilmember Brooks Powers.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Chair Caban, for allowing me to speak briefly on my bill being heard today, Resolution 196A, calling on the state to pass legislation that will allow out-of-state physicians to provide reproductive health services in New York while they await full licensure. By officially moving to take the right to a safe abortion away from millions, the Supreme Court has callously criminalized health care for millions of women and torn at the fabric of our democracy. Dobbs will endanger the lives and health of countless people. New York has long been a sanctuary for women seeking abortion and other reproductive care services, even before Roe was the law of the land. We will continue to be. That's why we must fight to protect abortion access for people across this country. As demand for reproductive health care services is poised to shift significantly, we will need to act quickly, enable as many medical providers as possible to begin serving people seeking abortion in New York State, and we cannot delay. I'm honored to join my colleagues on the suite of bills being voted out today and look forward to discussing it further. Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, I would like to thank my staff, including Stephanie Silkowski, my Chief of Staff, and Madhuri Shukla, my Legislative Director. Additionally, thank you to committee staff for their work in preparing this legislation and hearing, including Brenda McKinney, Committee Counsel, Anastasia Zamina, Legislative Policy Analyst, and Ms. Aisha Wright from the Finance Unit. I think we're ready now to oh, and thank you, Sarah Liss. My apologies. I think we are now ready for the clerk to call the vote.
Good morning. William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Women and Gender Equity. All items are coupled. Chair Caban.
Aye on all.
Riley.
Aye on all.
Gennaro.
Aye.
Gutierrez. Yes, you.
Aye on all, and congrats to our chair.
Stevens.
Aye on all.
Let's just hold it open a second to give Councilmember Richardson Jordan a moment to get settled.
Yeah.
Richardson Jordan.
Aye.
By a vote of 6 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, all items have been adopted by the committee. Madam Chair, that is a full committee. You can close at your convenience.
Thank you. This committee hearing is now adjourned. Hey.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't miss the vote. Just in time. I know.